Good morning. The view from the pillbox from hole number 7. And that's a tidal little pool that is behind those banks is the sea. You notice it's very, very calm today. Very, very calm. Not a breath of air. It doesn't happen that often. So, here we are. Back in the pillbox again. It's been a couple of days. Been away. This might be the last one for a little while because we'll probably make one more or something like that. But I've got to go to work. I've got to go and earn some spondulics because of Christmas is coming in and what have you and everything like that. And I've got things to do. But hello to all my few viewers. My thing is, it's very funny. If I put like Tommy Robinson in the title, I get 400 or 500 views. If I don't put Tommy Robinson in the title, I get probably about 25 views. So that's on a good day, that is. That of Tommy Robinson is going to be in the title on this one. Although I would say I need to correct my last video, which said on the 1st of December, but it's actually on the 9th of December. I think is that a Sunday? I don't know. I'm going to check that out. Okay. So find out thing because a Sunday for a demonstration seems a very, very, very unusual day to have a demonstration on. Anyway, how's your social credit score then? How is it? I think mine's appalling. But yes, I saw a video recently that did look rather disturbing about in China, where they were on a train and they were saying, don't smoke, don't do this, don't do that, because anything you do wrong will affect your social credit score, and you won't be able to sort of like buy train tickets, you won't be able to sort of like travel, and you won't be able to do this, and you won't be able to do that, and you won't be able to do that. And apparently in China, this is how they're doing it now, and basically, if you have a bad social credit score, i.e. you do not stay directly between the tracks, just between the tracks there, if you go over that side or over that side, you lose credit score. And when you can lose credit scores, you lose the ability to bank, you lose the ability to shop, your credit cards, everything like that, lose the ability to sort of like travel. So your prison is your life. You can actually be imprisoned within your own life because your credit score will actually sort of like determine what you can't do. And if you're a good little citizen, you can have a good credit score, and you can have sort of like you can go to the front of the queue at the bus stop. You can have a nice seat on the train. You can bank, and you can get cheaper loans, and you can do this, and you can do that, and you can get you can get insurance for vehicle driving and what have you. Now, this is a future that we're looking at over here as well. I mean, this is happening in China. But you think they're running down the police force? You think they're running down the police force for a reason? Yes, this is probably the reason why they're running. You don't need the police force. If you can control people like that, if you have the absolute control over everybody, whether they live or die, you can starve the bastards out. They can't even get onto a bus because their credit score, they will not even be allowed onto a bus, or they can't travel, you can't bank, you can't shop, you can't do anything. Basically, you become a non-person, you become a non-thing. This dystopian future is here in life. We've all sort of read Brave New World, 1984. Funny enough, in school we did 1984. And I got nil point for my précis on it, my view on it, and everything like that. And my teacher sort of like asked us about it, and I said basically it's because he said it was anti-communism. It was totally anti-communism and everything like that. And I said no, not actually. It's anti-authoritarianism. It's about any government that can be authoritarianism, be it fascist, be it so and so, be it. She said, "You don't know what you're talking about, Addington." Yes, no, I didn't know what I was talking about. Did I, miss? Thick cow. Anyway, no, that's the truth. So my oh, by the way, Twitter. If anybody follows me on Twitter, I might not be around for much longer. I've had a couple of notices saying that my Twitter account is being restricted because I posted something about something. I posted loads of stuff, so I don't know what they didn't want specific. They said, they got to save everybody from hate speech. Ooh, I'm full of hate. You can tell, can't you? Oh God. Anyway, so this is how they're going to control us in the future. I can't bank with PayPal anymore. PayPal closed my account. No explanation. These people, these corporations, because they are corporations, they do not have to explain themselves. They can just say, right, you're no longer, you're good, you're not bad, you're good, you're bad, you're good, you're bad, and we are totally at the mercy of them. Once we think, the only way. I mean, these phones, they know exactly where we are at any time of the day, anywhere. As long as we've got the thing, even if the bugger's switched off, they can hear us. And they do. I mean, it's quite funny. I had a meeting with a fellow conspirator the other week I'm old, by the way. It doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I can be flippant about all this because it doesn't matter. But you young people, you've got to look at this and you've got to take it very, very seriously. Because I'm old. I've had 60 years, and if you think of the freedoms we were afforded when we were young, I mean, you couldn't imagine it nowadays. I mean, we could just do and think and get up to whatever we want because there was no surveillance, there was no CCTV, there was nothing. We just didn't worry about that sort of thing, and we could just get on with it, But I mean, they can build facial recognition into all CCTVs now, and basically, so you can be monitored wherever you're going. And if you've gone into a zone where you shouldn't be allowed, you're not allowed because your social credit isn't allow you to go there. Like basically, bump, there'll be somebody come along, pick you up, and take you off and cart you off and do something with you, And if you associate with people who have poor social credit, that will affect your social credit. So the people who have poor social credits will be ostracized by the people, ostracized by other people in society. So you're actually completely isolated through your social credit or poor social credit. This is quite heavy stuff, really. It's quite heavy stuff, and this is one of the things why, I'm wondering why they're going on for the Great Replacement, why they're sort of saying everybody can come into Europe and everything like that, because basically they don't care. Because if you can control everybody, it doesn't matter who the people are, it doesn't matter what they are, who they are, where they are, if you can control them, no matter what their religion is, no matter what everything, you can say, right, I don't give a toss about what your religion is, I don't give a toss about what you think, I don't give a toss about what you believe. We can control you down to your very last move. Then they don't need to worry about anything. So you don't the police. You don't need police on the beat. You don't need anything like that. The only time you need police is if somebody goes into the wrong place. You pick them up and take them off and put them somewhere else, into sort of a work camp or something like that. So you will be. And you have families dobbing in their own sort of like kith and kin, So. Very, very dodgy dystopian future we're looking at the moment, and this seems to be the way things are going. And they dress it all up in this sort of, political reckless, neo bloody Marxist sort of like thing. You've got to be nice, you mustn't do hate speech, you mustn't do this and that. They don't give a toss about any of that. They do not give a toss. It's just another way of controlling you. So, how to beat it? Well, one thing you can do, I think, actually is, mainly is get rid of your phones, go offline, and live offline, off the grid as far as possible. But that's very difficult. It's very, very difficult. You can't walk down the road. As soon as you walk down the road, the camera's spotted you. Facial recognition. Boof. Oh, there's that idiot. Look, he's not online or anything. He thinks we don't know where he is. There he is. Look, if they're looking for you, they'll find you. So yeah, no, the the freedoms that we had have all gone, all gone. I mean, our freedoms were just beyond. You know, we could just do anything we want, go anywhere we want, jump trains, get to France, bugger down to the south of France, go in the Mediterranean, have a swim, jump trains, get all the way back up to London again, like. And that is a true story. Did it twice, twice. So peace and love, people. But do have a look at this social credit. Do have a look for it around and everything like that, because that's how they're going to control you in the near future. That is how they're going to sort of like make you conform. And everything being online is a bit of a piss pain in the ass when you're dyslexic as I am. And all these forms that you have to fill in online, you have to keep going round and round and round and round again because you screwed them up. Because I am totally dyslexic, and this world is not designed for dyslexic people anymore. I don't think it ever was like that, but it seems to be getting worse. But good luck, peace, and see you in London probably. If anybody's going to be there, I'll see you in London on the Brexit march. Bye.